In 2022, tensions over whether the path system should be a private amenity accessible only to residents came to a head when homeowners associations of one affluent neighborhood pushed Peachtree to close a path connecting it to a town called Tyrone, an adjacent and somewhat less affluent jurisdiction. Members of the homeowners association raised concerns about safety and traffic, arguing that Peachtree City's infrastructure would be further strained as surrounding areas were developed. Now, I thought that was really interesting because I feel like that is what I envisioned you would butt up against if you were taking this to a town hall meeting or a town council meeting in anyone's normal, like a suburban town, is that there would be somebody who would say, well, that's all great if we built this, but then what about the other towns? Like, are they now just bringing their golf carts into our town in order to take use of how, like, much easier it is to get around? Are we able? What are we basically getting from other towns by allowing them to come to our town? And then, what's that quid quo pro? What is the what are we gonna get? Like, what are the other towns gonna do for us in order to, like, incentivize this, like, opening up of this initiative? I thought it was now, the funny thing is I wanted to look this up because immediately as soon as I read that, I was like, okay, so Tyrone's like really poor, right? I was like, where I was assuming, I was like, okay, so once again, it's one of these situations where the rich people don't want the poor people coming in and using their nice stuff, because they'll get it dirty or whatever nonsensical reasoning people might have towards that. But funny enough, so I had to look it up. So this is outside the article. I looked it up, and the thing is, the median income for Peachtree City is around 104,000. Okay, which is quite high, especially for the South, for Georgia. But this city of Tyrone, their average is around 94. So you're looking at their median. So you're looking at like a 10. It's like around a $10,000.
What's the population size of Tyrone?
Dang it! That I did not.
Peachtree City's 35,000.
That's correct.
Or
Peachtree City is
38.
30.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
No, it went up. It went up.
2010 was 34. 2021's 38. Okay.
No, I had that.
So it's 38,000. So then Tyrone, Georgia.
Yeah, Tyrone and Fayette County. So you could look that one up while I continue.
7,000. Oh, so I was gonna say, then I don't get it, because I was gonna say that's weird. Unless
if
out of that 7,000, you have some really wealthy people that are moving that average up.
I mean, 7,000 doesn't seem right. That you sure that's the? I mean, that seems really low. I mean, for a town. Jesus.
Yeah, it's a small little town. So you could actually. So the way that would work, you might your inclination may have been right, where the majority of that town is poor, and then you just have some ultra wealthy people who own a bunch of land that are bumping that average up.
Could be, yeah, maybe. Could be right, maybe. But I mean, again, I feel like that's just like, that's you're always it sucks for lack of a better word.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not justified. I'm just saying that's probably what's happening.
I mean, it's just a rough justification. It's a rough experience, because I mean, at the end of the day, and Tyrone has invested. I think they invested like 300,000 or something in terms of trying to get the similar development in their town, which is good. I mean, that's the other thing. At the end of the day, it's a shame that we have that clannish mentality of, like, this is mine. I don't want anyone to take away from what is mine, without the academic understanding that if they were to either apportion some money to Tyrone or get that Tyrone to integrate, that they actually might lift the income of that town by the fact that they're sharing in this, like, wonderful, resourceful gift of not having to get into a car in order to move around. Just like their town, they're like, again, their median income has raised as a result of this specific benefit to the town. Similar would happen to surrounding towns, which would only, again, further raise the value of their own homes. I think that's there are a lot of win-win possibilities there. So it sucks to be so closed off by what appears to be short-sightedness of, in the immediacy, we are worried about these people coming in and getting golf carts and coming in through our town. I mean, that is what it is.